Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. And this is part 3 of what finally woke me up. Okay, so days are passing since I discovered all the evidence of his infidelity. Now, I am in a state of absolute and utter fucking shock. The possibility that I had waited 4 years for him to get sober, and very early in his sobriety, when I believe we're in love, we've got this new fresh start in life, and all I want to do is love him, and I just want him to be successful and happy and nurtured and cared for, and I just have this incredible sense of renewed hope. And now I'm confronted very early into his sobriety, 3 months, that he is having an active affair with one or more women. He's doing it in our home, in our bed, while I'm at work and I'm the one supporting us. Oh, fuck, was that a blow? Let me tell you, I honest to God did not know what to think. I didn't know which end was up. One part of me is saying there's no way this is true. Another part of me is saying, come on, don't be a fucking idiot, Kim. Like, clearly this is true. Now, from the moment I see his mask fall off, I absolutely have come to terms with the fact that though I don't know what the fuck I've seen or what the fuck is happening, I know I'm out. Absolutely out. I am rocked, and I know I simply cannot take this any longer. So I start to develop my exit strategy, and I guess that day when I saw his mask fall off, I don't know what my physical reaction, what my appearance would have been, but to him, oh, he knew that I was retreating and I was withdrawing, and he knew it absolutely for certain. So he is now making these desperate last-ditch attempts to try and save the relationship. Now, I believe in many ways, he had left those things out, knowing full well, that there was all that hair in the bed and everything else, and there was an extraordinary amount of hair in the bed. Pretty fucking weird, actually. But he is making this last-ditch attempt to save the relationship. He wanted to hurt me. He wanted to unsettle me. He wanted to make me feel unsafe in the relationship. But I do not believe for 1 second that he wanted to lose me or terminate the relationship. He liked having me around to hurt. So I am definitely withdrawing. I am locked on to an exit strategy, and he is frantic, and he's saying that there had been no woman there, that someone had broken in. Yeah, someone broke in, had a coffee, had a beer, and smoked some cigarettes, and then dumped a ton of hair in the bed. He is saying this burglary thing is real, and why can't I see it? So he's screwing all the gates shut. He's covering all the windows. He's in this frantic state of we've been burglarized. Yeah, because burglars show up and mess the bed and leave hair in it. Anyways, he's looking for security cameras. His mom's coming over. He's got her convinced that we've been broken into, like what, by that I dumped off my fucking hair bandit? Like, I mean, the whole thing is absolutely insane. But in addition to this story, there's all kinds of conflicting stories. It could have been his friend Jeremy. Maybe I was seeing things. I could be nuts. I could be crazy. If only I would just listen to him. He didn't remember the coffee cups. He didn't remember the cigarette butts, of course, so we talked about it many times. It is an absolute mind fuck from beginning to end. I mean, he just doesn't stop with this bullshit and this absolute nonsense, absolute fucking nonsense. I am sad. I'm heartbroken. I'm confused, but I have seen him absolutely unmasked, and I know I'm done and I'm leaving. Now, do not think for 1 second this was an easy decision for me, because prior to that day, I believed, absolutely believed in my heart that I had done the right thing by waiting 4 years for him through his drunkenness. I believed that all of that was past us. I believed absolutely that he was the original man that I had met, and that we were in love and we were going to build a future together. And my entire focus had been on him making the relationship work. I was tremendously happy for the first time ever in almost 5 years, and I believed he was too. The possibility that we were happy and in love, and I was getting dropped off at work, and he was picking up some broad and screwing her in my bed. Honest to God, I was fucking struggling really, really hard with that. Now, of course, within days of realizing that he had been cheating on me, I have to go to the doctor, of course, because now I am demanding an entire, battery of sexually transmitted disease tests. Turns out I didn't have a venereal disease or any type of sexually transmitted disease, thank God. But what I did have was staph infection up my side. It didn't scar on my shoulder or under my arm, but I have considerable amount of scarring from the staph infection on my hip. The staph infection within days was all over Trevor's crotch. I mean, he was covered in open sores all over his groin area, which was making me puke. And of course, he's walking around like Captain fucking Crotch Rot, like a peacock, like this doesn't matter. And I keep saying to him, like, you got to go to the doctor. Like, there's something fucking wrong. I already knew I had staph infection, was trying desperately to cure it, but it's quite contagious. And of course, he wasn't treating his own staph infection, which was, I mean, all over his genitalia. Now, oddly, he is actually flaunting this infection around his groin, actually flaunting it. He is getting more and more desperate. I am retreating more and more. I'm more locked onto my exit strategy. He's asking me if I'm leaving. I'm saying, of course not, darling. I love you with all my heart. I'm not admitting to nothing. And at this point, do not feel I owe him any honest explanation whatsoever. And I am absolutely safeguarding and protecting my exit strategy. But he's getting crazier and crazier. He's now saying things to me like, I only fucked her to give you, syphilis. You deserve syphilis. Bitches like you deserve syphilis. Now, Now, I was trapped with him. He knew I was trapped with him, and he was in no big hurry to get rid of me because I was trying to the best of my ability to operate our family home as normally as I could, despite the fact I had one foot out the door. And I certainly didn't want to start any waves because all of my stuff was stored in his garage. And I knew sure as shit if I left without that stuff, he would smash it all. And that was everything I owned. So I was really on eggshells now. I'm absolutely disgusted. I've been for STD tests to the clinic where the woman who takes my blood is actually a woman I used to volunteer with and exchange seeds with. Oh God, I was so humiliated. I just wanted to die. I've now given up my job because I'm so upset. I'm not eating. I'm sick. I'm weak. He's constantly telling me what a piece of shit I am, and any man would cheat on me, and why would he think that I'd be he'd be faithful to someone as horrible as me? And the only thing he regretted was not giving me HIV. And oh my fucking God, it just went on and on and on until the day I finally drove away from there. Coming to terms with the fact that the man I was very much in love with was actually trying to hurt me. I mean, truly give me sexually transmitted disease. I'm telling you, I've been away from him now 8 months, maybe 9 months. I was in my exit strategy for 7 months, so we're well over a year. And to this day, I absolutely struggle to understand how I could have been so deceived. I mean, I'm falling asleep beside a man that I believe loves me. Meanwhile, he's plotting how he's going to infect me with what? HIV? All this time later, free and in my own home, a province away, do I understand that? No, I absolutely do not understand it, but I accept it. I accept the fact that the man I was in love with was trying to give me a sexually transmitted disease when we were the happiest we had ever been. So ultimately, how willing was he to hurt me? Willing enough to get an STD himself to spread it to me. Nice. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.